What do I think of this game? My thoughts and feelings are different from my usual recent Call of Duty opinions of the last 3 COD games to be released. This time, Infinity Ward were the first to fire the gun, despite my disappointment with Infinite Warfare. Modern Warfare Remastered has wowed me to the max. I remember playing the first version of this game, the PS3 version that came out back in 2007. Before World at War. Of course, I didn't really have it back in 2007. I got it in 2009. But I thought I'd give the release year if you didn't know. It's almost 10 years old now, so I have to say happy birthday Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
I was under the command of Captain Macmillan.
I love playing this game. It interested me and dragged me into a compelling storyline based around communism. When I first played this game, I thought it was all surrounded around Zakhaev and how he plans to take over the world. But when I played Modern Warfare 2, I was dragged into another compelling storyline that told the story of General Shepard and Makarov. It was only when I played Modern Warfare 3 in 2011 I realized that Zakhaev was all part of Makarov's plan for world domination. And right now, I'm playing my favorite mission, all gillied up. And I have to say, they have improved it greatly. This video is going to be a commentary, but I will do a walkthrough of the game eventually. I have a lot of stuff lined up for you, including the November meet. Yes, the meets have returned. It will be uploaded pretty soon this weekend. But back to Modern Warfare Remastered. They have definitely improved the game greatly. I like how it looks. The graphics are amazing and much more detailed. I think the guns look a lot more accurate. I also like the game mechanics and the way the character moves, especially in prone. I'm just gonna give a comparison on how the character moves in the prone position.
Wait there. Tango by the car. Take him out quietly, or just let him go. Okay. Go. Move up.
You see the difference? It's amazing what they've done. But there is one thing I really am interested to find out. The dialogue and the sound are exactly the same. Did Infinity Ward keep all of their original recordings for them to reuse for this remastered version? It's a possibility. It's unlikely they did re-record the dialogue of the game. On top of that, what about the script too? Did they keep that? I'd have thought they'd have just binned it. I'd have thought they'd have just gotten rid of it after release. So how did they remake this game without a script or recordings? I definitely have to say, this game, the way it has more accuracy is a lot better. But one thing I don't like about this game is the fact that when you scope in, it has that sort of background around the scope rather than the black box that we used to have in Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. I think it was in Modern Warfare 3 anyway. And like I said, you know, the graphics are just a lot better. I think they've toned it up a little bit, which is really nice. It's really, it's really accurate to modern day Russia. The way that the character Captain Macmillan moves, though, is a little bit different to the original. He moves more fluently rather than, you know, I mean, there's still those sort of pauses, but he moves a lot more fluently. And I think it's definitely what we've been missing from Infinity Ward. They weren't able to do something like that back when they originally released the game, because they were pretty much new game developers for Call of Duty. They weren't very big at the time, and it was one thing that really interested me, because I wondered why they switched game developers all of a sudden, because originally Call of Duty was made by Treyarch. So I wondered where Infinity Ward kind of came from, but they were commissioned to make the Call of Duty games once a year. And because they were commissioned to make it once every 2 years, it kind of made everything confusing. But I do like the fact that they kept the storylines going, even though a new Call of Duty was brought out from a different company. Or, well, you know, it was made by a different game developing company. But there is something that I have noticed on the credits of this game, because I have played the full game. It's a really good game, but I'm not gonna release the walkthrough until Christmas, because that's kind of my lineup for you. I'm not gonna release any online stuff. I know I'm being absolutely cruel here, but this is just kind of a teaser for you to show you what is coming up, what's in store for you. What I noticed in the credits is that they had a lot of companies working with them. They had Treyarch, they had, I think they had Sledgehammer Games work with them as well. They had quite a few gaming developers work with them. And I think that's definitely something they need to do more often. Because if you think about it, they made Ghosts on their own, and Sledgehammer Games went solo and made their own game. I mean, Advanced Warfare wasn't bad, but the online was terrible. But I did like the campaign. It was a really interesting concept, and I do like how they designed it as well, even though it was futuristically, because I don't really like that futuristic type thing. But I definitely do have to say that they've definitely, like I say, Infinity Ward have wowed me to the max this time, but other companies worked with them to make such a great game. And that's what I think they need to do more often. I think they need to work together to make a couple of great games. You know, I mean, they've already, Infinity Ward have already made a few of them with Sledgehammer Games, but I think Treyarch and Infinity Ward need to work together to make good Call of Duty games, because they've been battling each other for years. And I think a lot of people are getting sick of it, really. But I'm just gonna take a moment to talk about the future of Call of Duty while I snipe people. What the impression I have is that they've now released this game, which is Modern Warfare Remastered, as of course you know. But what does that mean for the rest of Infinity Ward Call of Duty games? Are we going to get some more remastered Call of Duties? Because I would like to see that. I loved Modern Warfare 2 on the PlayStation 3, and I definitely would like to see it on the PlayStation 4 as well. And I did love Modern Warfare 3 as well. That was a really good game. And again, I would like to see it on the PlayStation 4. I would like to see this thing develop into the next-gen console. Because what I didn't like about... What they didn't do is they didn't release these on the next-gen. And it really disappointed me because when next gen came out, they released Ghost, they released all of the new games, but they didn't release anything classic. I mean, they released GTA 5, but that was because it was only released about a year earlier. But GTA 4 they didn't release, and I mean I know that's Rockstar Games, but I just think it's a bad idea not to release any good old games out there for the next-gen consoles, because a lot of people love these type of games. I mean, I love Modern Warfare Remastered, I loved the Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, I love Modern Warfare 2, I love Modern Warfare 3, and if this continues with the Remastered, I would buy it. I would love to see them remastered completely for the PlayStation 4. And I think that coming out with a remastered version was definitely a good idea. They haven't done anything wrong with it. It's better than it already was, because I like I say, I loved the original game, you know, the original Modern Warfare 4, not Modern Warfare 4, Modern Warfare Call of Duty 4, sorry. I loved the original version for the PlayStation 3. So, like I say, I mean, this game doesn't need changing at all. It's great. It's amazing. But what I do think they should do is come out with the new games a little bit... Like, they should bring out the new Call of Duty games with remastered versions. I wouldn't play the new Call of Duty because... Here's the thing about these games. Modern Warfare is you go slow, you go a bit more gentle with how you play, and that's what I like. I like the fact that I can go slow and I don't get killed 20, 30 times in a game. Because with the recent Call of Duty, since Ghost, Call of Duty has been a rushing type of game. It's been run around, rush, get kills, get out of there, done. That's what it's been like. But with these new games, I do think that it's definitely going to be a success, because it's a lot more slower paced. And it's about taking your time, because with these games, there's a lot of places that you wouldn't really expect for a person to be in, you know, in the online. So, I would say that you need to go slow, you need to use good weapons. I mean, not all the weapons are really good, but you know, most of the weapons that they've made are really much more better than their original. Oh look, it's a doggy. It's a doggo. Well, actually, it's a wild German Shepherd. Well, it's not even wild, is it? I mean, this place is abandoned, yeah, so it's pretty much turned wild, but originally it must have had an owner. Or it must have been for the military, because they do use German Shepherds for the military. I should know they use them in the police force as well. But yeah, it's definitely a nice dog to see around, and I love the fact that they actually kept some kind of interacting character in it, even though it's a minor character, even though it doesn't really do anything but eat something. I don't know what it is. It might be like a Russian military soldier, but even though all it does is just eat that, you know, the bit of meat that's been left on the floor or whatever, you know, it makes the game a lot better. It means that everything isn't just still and silent. It means that something out there is moving. Even though it's just a dog, you know, something out there is moving. And there goes the helicopter. Again, like I said, it's nice to have these interacting pieces, because what it does is it scares you. So I'm gonna end the video here, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!
Five Nights at Freddy's game series, because Scott Cawthon is very good at doing this, and he will do it often with his games. Now, if you think about it, like I said, the evidence is clear, there is going to be something around there, and